South Africa has a crisis of competence. Yes, you heard me right. Not a crisis of confidence, a crisis of competence. We seem to be surrounded by absolute idiots running the place. You know, in the old days, I used to think that South Africa was, a place where you had some sort of sense of exceptionalism, some sort of sense of general excellence. We were overcoming all our obstacles. Not so much anymore. We have a president, a past president, who after running the country for a full 10 years still doesn't understand even the simple basics about conflict of interest and separation between the personal and the assets of the state. We have politicians that are blatant and complete fools. We have a public protector who is obviously a complete nitwit, and it doesn't stop there. The CEOs of state-owned enterprises can't even keep the jobs, even if they get paid these gargantuan multi-million rand salaries, leaving one after the other. In the private sector, we have idiots like this who completely ripped the ring out of it, fraudulent from one end to the other. Constant revelations of corporate mismanagement. We can't even make polony in this country without causing some kind of a difficulty. And what about our sports teams? Yes, well, I'm sorry to say they're complete idiots as well, falling at every single opportunity. Listen, what we need in this country is not a plan. Let's just get back to basics. Don't worry about calculus. Let's focus on the basic addition and subtraction. Let's get out of bed every morning and make sure we don't make complete and utter fools of ourselves. Let's make some basic decisions. So, for example, when the alarm clock goes off, it's first the trousers, then the shoes. Oh shit. Have we busted up the camera? Well, that was, how shall I say, embarrassing. Let's move on. Brazil, what a fabulous country. I love that place. Incredible climate, huge, beautiful people, magnificent multicultural society, doing so well, fabulous at football, completely and utterly corrupt and inefficiently run. But that goes without saying. This is a story out of Brazil which I absolutely loved. We have a situation where police in the southern state of Brazil, in a small town called Itajaí, swooped on a business that was manufacturing fake Ferraris and Shamborghinis. That's right, Shamborghinis. Look at the photos. Incredible. They were basically manufacturing for about $50,000 a pop down-to-earth replicas of Ferraris and Lamborghinis. They even had somebody making the seats with the perfect embroidered, well, not completely perfect embroidered signs. They had the logos which they were putting on. I wonder what kind of engines they were putting in these vehicles. Probably second-hand Volkswagen Beetle engines. What kind of idiots do you think were buying these vehicles in order to tool around in them, pretending to own and run the real thing? Well, look, on the one side, you could say it's positive, that even in fabulous Brazil, you can't get away with absolutely anything. The kids are idiots too. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's true. There is a lake in northern Spain, in the state of Galicia, which has become hugely popular with youngsters taking pictures of themselves for Instagram. It's a global trend, of course. People don't actually go anywhere in order to see or enjoy the place anymore. They go there in order to take pictures of themselves to share on Instagram so they can be popular with their millions and millions of followers. So this particular lake is popular because it has crystalline blue, beautiful water. The only problem, of course, is that it is a toxic waste dump. It's a small patch of runoff water from an old disused tungsten mine.
Yep.
So it's fine if you only stand next to the blue water and take a picture of yourself, but if you actually make the mistake of jumping in, or worse still, going for a long swim and ingesting a bit of water, you're going to break out in terrible skin rashes, have violent vomiting and diarrhea.
You deserve it.
Exactly, you deserve it. Now, this is not only in Spain that this is happening. There is a lake in Siberia at a place called Novosibirsk, which they call the Siberian Maldives.
What?
The Siberian Maldives, that's right. It's a body of water so blue it looks like you're in the Maldives, but instead you're in Siberia. Oh my God, Ebola is back.
Yeah.
That's right. Remember, in 2014 to 2016, 11,000 people died from the Ebola outbreak in West Africa. Well, I'm sorry to say the World Health Organization has just declared an international medical emergency in the DRC.
Thoughts and prayers.
Why? Because 2,500 people have been diagnosed with Ebola. The outbreak continues to spread, and this week a fellow in the eastern DRC town of Goma, which has 2 million residents, was diagnosed as having Ebola, and a number of his friends had in fact been diagnosed after traveling, a fisherman, through the eastern Rwanda and into Uganda as well. So I'm afraid that particular nightmare is still back and with us, and at this point beginning to pop its ugly head right back up again.